So welcome everyone to tonight's call and this beautiful opportunity to describe to you and offer an experiential journey tonight into the Ancestral Bridge, journey into wholeness, wisdom, and power. And this opportunity is being presented by Loving Waters, a beautiful community of water advocates that are coming together to support the water is life and to bring forth water education to support this understanding of our relationship to the land and to water, to bring it all the way down to the children. So we're excited about this new community and communication about the water, as well as have to honor Golden Light Dowsing, this journey that has really capitulated and catapulted my experience in working with dowsing and the land. And really it was a journey to Australia, where in the very last moment I met Julie, literally the day before I was leaving, and where the land started to speak in ways that I could have never imagined. And she just spoke so loud, and that's one of the beautiful experiences about being in Australia, where the land, its voice is very loud, as well as the animals there. It's the same thing. It's just magical. The birds, the kookaburras, all the animals. Just I think there's something called a whip. It sounds like a whip, this bird. And so tonight we open this journey with the understanding of this being an attunement for the power of place, for each of us to begin to dive into this relationship with the land and the inner and outer ancestor, really feeling into this palpable experience of being a conduit and understanding that we are the ancestors. We carry that lineage. We are vessels of light and energy. And this journey is an opportunity to really open, receive, listen, and to offer our contributions as a co-creative group, that this isn't just all decided at this point, but that this is a co-creative experience where we respect and honor not only the land and the ancestors and the Aboriginals, but we respect our voice for each other. And we're building the field for this growing capacity to be present, to feel our resonance, and to really, really, really listen for what is ours to do. Why are we being called to this journey? And to listen more deeply. So thank you for showing up, and we welcome all those who'll be watching the replay. So we're going to always begin with an attunement. And tonight's experiential invocation will take us through some of the places that we will be going to when we're on this journey in April. So invite everyone just to close their eyes and just take a few deep breaths. Becoming very aware of the waters within our being, our breath. As we breathe in, we feel the moisture in our mouth. We might be connecting our hands together, connecting with our heart, and we feel the moisture. And with this understanding that we're 70 to 80% water, we just allow this awareness and consciousness of our natural fluidity. Just as a kelp moves on water, we, with each breath, as we let go, we feel into the spaciousness and the connection with our heart, our body relaxes, it becomes more fluid. So tonight we invite you into that space of the heart, this central chamber of love, as we journey towards Uluru, the heart center of Australia, and the solar plexus of the earth. This journey is about power. It's about standing in our own power. It's about understanding stone, the very first ancestor. And as we're breathing, connecting, we expand our awareness to the vastness of the stars. We are that. We are the light. And we breathe that down through our crown and into our heart. We become aware of our feet and the connection to Gaia, the connection to the earth, her nurturing presence as we breathe in and breathe that up and into our heart. And notice as we're breathing that into our heart, we're moving up through that solar plexus in our physicality. This place of soul, this place of power within. And we notice this is a power that's calm and calming. It's supportive. And as we breathe the light and it surrounds the spine, it encompasses the heart and the solar plexus. And the call of this journey begins. And we begin with honoring the ancestors, paying deep respect. When all was of the nothingness, a wondrous sound pierced the great void to create all that is. Sending cosmic fire into the realms of space and time, it gifted the light that broke the spell of endless night. We speak now of the family of the stars and the birthing of their first child, the one named Stone. Everything is starborn. Everything that is of the physical dimension, of the mind and heart, and of spirit is of the stars. So we stand beneath the stars as they turn within the circles and know that we are of them and they are of us. We sit in the silence, the sacred silence of our beginnings, and we come to those who have gone before us, the ancestors, and we honor their journey and see within it our own, and remember that they were born of stone and that we are of that stone. Stone is the first ancestor. It holds the building blocks of life. Without stone, we would not be. It carries the story of the beginning of all and the seed of everything that follows. When the seed quickens in the womb, it moves to tides that honor the turning of the moon. Excited by the passing of a shooting star, the seed reaches out to gather its spirit from the light. Thus is the eternal grounded in the form we know as human to journey and to grow. We are spirit. We travel the wonder of the physical realm in spirit that we might know the power of love and loving, of wisdom joined, and learn to walk the trails of compassion. That is our path. The journey of the one-hearted people. And when our time on earth is done, our spirit is called to gather to the stars once more, for we remember the way home. And as we're breathing, taking a pause, we're now walking up the track to the Kurangai, the place of the ancestors, the place of the 10,000-year-old carvings. Hidden behind the track is a birthing stone, the place where only women may go. This birthing stone holds the cherishing waters. We stand, we feel these womb waters, the immense frequency that's held and has been held for thousands and many generations. We turn and we see the carvings of the animals, of the people, and their connection to the moon and the stars. We feel the peace of this place, high above the waters. We look down to the waters, to the place called Bangala, this place where we will begin our journey and gather for its initiation. We come to honor the water. We come to honor the earth. We come to honor the bird tribes, the cetaceans, and we come to honor our human family. We eat, rejoice, and celebrate. From this place, we move south. We move to a place called 7 Mile Beach, this expanded experience of sand and water, where many children and adults learn to surf. We take in this ecstatic space. Walk over the Rainbow Bridge and offer our sacred water wisdom blessings. From there we move and south to Gulaga, the mountain of the mother, the women's mountain. We wait, we listen. We ask for permission to enter her forests. We ask for permission from the ancestors to climb to the stone circle. We say our prayers and be fully present in this space, listening to any message. We connect as a circle of one. We feel the land. We hold deep regard for the gifts given and the energy shared. We feel the wholeness and understand our relationship as we travel south even further to Adelaide. And we meet with a devotee of love who walks in the Christ consciousness, works with the animals, the plants, the elementals. And we spend time there, learning, receiving, understanding the goddess, the divine feminine, and its relationship to the divine masculine. We gather our energy, we offer our blessings, and together we offer our gifts to the community, a most important part of our service on this journey. We give back with gratitude, love, and kindness. We are preparing to go to the mountain, to the sacred solar plexus of the Australia, of the earth, and the sacred heart of Australia. We learn about whale dreaming, and our coherence becomes vastly resonant. And as we leave this place, the moon gathers her energy as we move towards Uluru. It's now approaching the full moon, and we are in deep gratitude and service. We feel these powerful energies, and we are part of a galactic stargate opening. We are listening for what is ours to do. We make no demands. We are here to expand this field of light and listening for the song of this place, the power of this place. We learn about the song lines, and we're gifted by the presence of the elders. We also connect with Katajuta. We are now carrying the power, the wisdom, and we walk in wholeness as we collectively harvest all that we have gained from this journey. Deep gratitude from the messaging of this place, the mountain. We feel its connection to all the other chakras on the earth, these sacred earth chakras. We know we have come, and we uphold each individual in their sovereignty and divine nature. We look and gaze at each other, seeing only the presence of love, gratitude, and joy. And we embark from this space fulfilled, one with the promise that we made to ourselves and to the divine source. We experience the harmony and the potency and the magic. And with that, we just take a moment of silence, breathing, listening. Appreciating this dream time journey. And so it is. Aho. And take a few moments to gently open your eyes and so I want to just share one little story, and then I'm going to pass this beautiful stone to Julie Armstrong, who said yes to this journey and is an integral part, and to honor Najma Ahern, who isn't here tonight, but is with us and is working co-creatively to make this journey available to a select few who feel that it's their calling to come. So I want to show you something, and then I'm going to pass this over. So as I prepare to come to Australia, I was cleaning my room, bottom line, very practical, and making way for someone else to come in. And there was a table there, and I was trying to decide whether to leave it or not, and I moved it, and I couldn't believe it. I found it this morning, and behind the table, which I haven't even seen for, I don't know, maybe a year, was a stone. And if you can take a look at this stone, you can see the song lines. Turn it around. You can hold it. It's called Mukite. And when I last left Australia, I was told that I had to have this stone to leave with, and that the stone's name was Mukite. And of course, by the magic, it showed up, this piece right here. And today, of all days, it showed up. So I feel that we are being supported and blessed, and that for some, this will be a great leap of faith. But we're here to support that leap, and we stand in the fire with you. And with that, I'm complete, and pass this beautiful stone to you, Julie.
Thank you, Shelley. This is quite a journey. It's really, it just feels so important. It's like we've been working together for a number of years in the Sacred Evolutionary Dowsing group. And for me to meet with you the day before you went back to America and to learn dowsing was such an important journey in my life. Many things had been completed. The journey had already begun with Martin the year before when I'd gone to Uluru. We'd gone on a sacred child dreaming journey. And then a few months later, I met with you and learnt dowsing. And it's like these streams have been working together. He works very much with the elemental beings and the Christ consciousness, doing ceremony, and has a deep understanding from many cultures of Australia. It's often people who come outside of Australia that are really very aware of what's going on here. It's quite interesting. But Martin's lived here for many, many years. And then for you to come, and my wish was that you and he would meet. And so to be meeting on the Southern Ocean, on the end of the Murray-Darling Basin, entering into the Southern Ocean, into Antarctica, and to be doing, a water blessing there, and to be learning about this extraordinary place, the Coorong, which is where the fresh water, which is the water that comes from way up in Queensland. It's the third largest water catchment in the world. And the water from Canberra, from the Murrumbidgee, which we are blessing constantly. We're going again on Saturday to bless the Murrumbidgee River. To be there will be really, really special to connect with that place. It is a whale dreaming site. And then to return to Uluru, will be really, really special, particularly being on a full moon. So this is a journey of, in many ways, it feels so right, and there is an openness about it. It's like we're not entirely sure what's going to happen, but it's being open to what is being asked of us, to deepen our connection, our relationship with the land, to open all of our senses and really try and hear the singing, the voice of this ancient, ancient place, and of very ancient ancestors, to pay our respects to the ancestors and the elders and custodians who have taken care of this place for so long. And in many ways, I see this as an opportunity for us to take up custodianship. That we often see that it's the elders and custodians of the traditional owners. And Gaia is asking us to take our place in that custodianship, not only of our own place, but of Earth, to take responsibility for our actions. And to be aware, to become more aware of how we walk on the land, how we treat the water, and how we can improve that relationship, how we can work and walk with greater compassion and opening to ourselves as well, to forget ourselves, and to develop a deeper relationship with each other. I feel that's a really important part of the journey, that we've got this opportunity, this wonderful opportunity to be together. Charlie, I'm really hoping you'll come. I think it would be really, really special if you came. For you, Charlie Riverman, to come to this place. So I leave that with you. And for you, Linda, from so far away, from the land of the ice, to come down to the southern ocean. It's really quite a pilgrimage. It's interesting, we go on pilgrimages to Lourdes or to the Great Journey in France. This is a pilgrimage to the centre of Australia. Shelley actually took me to the birthing place on that day that we met, and it was very, very special experience for me. So I'm really, really looking forward to returning to the Ku-ring-gai Chase National Park. I rarely go there. It's not part of my place. So it'd be really special to return there and to spend time there, to spend time on Scotland Island. I haven't been to Scotland Island either, but it's really very special. I know people who've lived there. And then down to Bega, to Bermagui, to Gulaga, a very sacred mountain, which is a part of, it's a story that's in all the songlines, apparently. This is what makes it so special. And I hadn't heard that until quite recently, that there's 6 song lines, at least 6 song lines that come to Gulaga. So my friend who lives down there has said, yeah, it's a very, very sacred place. And she's working hard to find a guide who will take us. We will see. We will see what happens. I really hope it unfolds. And then to come to Canberra, which is where I live, and that's the capital of Australia. And it was actually very special because it was created 100 years ago, 102 years ago, and it was actually designed by Walter Burley Griffin, who designed it from America. He was American. And Marion Marnie Griffin. And he based the design of Canberra on sacred geomancy. So it has this very strong land axis, which is a very a land. Oh my goodness, I've gone completely blank. Very strong power line going right through the centre, and that's what the city is based on. So it's really amazing to dowse. There's lots of really interesting places to go dowsing here, but we won't have very long. But that is very near the airport, and it's just really quite wonderful to see, to experience that land axis and how it goes all the way down through, right through Parliament House, and then right through to the southern boundary. And of course it goes further, it goes all the way through to Kosciuszko, which is our highest mountain, but really quite phenomenal to see that Griffin was able to perceive based on the mountains around as well. And then to Adelaide. So I hope, looking forward to journeying. Yeah. So thank you, Shirley. Thank you very much for all the work you've put in. You and Najma have really worked hard to really create the itinerary. Looking forward to it. Thank you. Great.
Thank you. Yeah, yes to everything that you said. And as Julie was describing, we'll have lots of opportunity to do water blessings, to share some deeper water understandings with ourselves, between ourselves and other people, and as a dowsing catalyst for all those who want to learn and understand how to douse a house and how to feel into the land more deeply. That will be part of our journey, as well if someone really wants to learn the intricacies of that. There'll be an opportunity before and after as well. So with that, we don't want to, we want to have some participation. We'd love you to ask questions, share your experience of this evening, whatever moving for you. And I really thank Linda and Charlie for showing up, and all of you who are watching the replay, considering the possibility of joining us on this powerful journey where it's about reclaiming our power, expanding our wisdom, and moving from wholeness, because that's really what's needed now on the planet, is that we really feel that deep resonance, and our actioning, our activism comes from a place of love and presence. So we'll be playing with all of that each day. So without getting too much into the itinerary, just open up the call and just see if anyone wants to share anything. Linda or Charlie, or spirit within and between you.
I don't have any questions. It's all very interesting. And when is the trip?
So the trip leaves April 1st, April Fool's Day, I guess you could say. And who's fooling who? And convenes on April 13th. We'll go back, we'll fly back to Sydney. And the other thing I didn't say about this, and thank you for asking, is that what's really incredible about this journey is that there are 3 internal trips. So a lot of journeys you go and you land and you're there, but we're going to actually travel and fly to these different places, as well as transport by car, by bus. We'll be flying. So there'll be a lot of opportunity to experience Australia in its different environments. So yeah,
Beautiful.
which even I haven't done. So I'm totally excited. These places, I've been to some of them, but we're being guided by something greater than what each one of us offers as a small part. Yeah. Charlie, do you have anything you are curious about or wonder? Or, and by the way, I did not plant that in Julie. I did not say, I did not.
I know. I
I did not.
I understand completely. I understand. And I just want to share that I just traveled with you immediately in your description this evening, and I realized the amazing, powerful places that you'll be not only visiting, but that will actually be responding to you being there.
Hmm.
And it's so the resonance is just so deep within me for what will unfold. And whoever is feeling called to go on this journey, I seriously can assure you that you will be changed forever.
Hmm.
And to listen to your heart and to let go of all fears and just embrace this amazing opportunity to be not only with at least 3 women that I've worked with over the past year in sacred evolutionary dowsing who are just amazing in and of themselves, but together I can only imagine the powerful journey of these 3 mothers and this quest. And if I am to be there, I will be there. But I do want you to know that I will be with you anyway. And you know that. So we'll see what happens. We put it out there.
Thank you.
Thank you both for inviting me.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, welcome, Miss Nina Patrick. Beautiful Nina Patrick. Hi. So that was perfect timing. We've come through a very deep, resonant invocation and powerful journey to the center, the heart, the sacred heart of Australia. And we have on this call Linda Lamp, who's calling in from Alaska. And Charlie, you know, and Julie Armstrong, you know.
Yeah.
And I want to just honor Nina. We've been talking. Nina is the co-founder of Sacred Initiative Travel, and we've been looking at this relationship between Loving Waters and Golden Light Dowsing and this journey. She offered, for those of you who are listening on the replay, she offers a journey to for past number of years. I believe it was 3 or 4 years, right, Nina?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, to the Chalice Well.
2012.
Yeah, so we're opening the way for the solar plexus chakra of the earth. Chao as
Yeah.
well as the heart. And so we've just had a beautiful invocation, and through that invocation, basically took people on that journey to Australia and the places that we're going to go. So you can welcome to listen to.
Oh, I'd love to. I'd love to. Sorry about my video, but it's not, I'm clicking on the start video and it's not working. This happens on this laptop on occasion. So,
Your beautiful face. We can't see you. So Nina's calling from Chicago.
hello, everyone. Hello, Charlie, Julie, Linda, Shell, Bell.
Hello.
Hello, Nina. Lovely to hear you.
Lovely to hear you as well. I'm sure that I really want to hear the invocation, so I definitely will go back to the replay and listen in.
Yeah, and Nina's been such an incredible support in the creation of this journey and the logistics of this journey. Helped with the registration page and helping to really work the numbers, and we feel that this journey is of incredible value. We've kept it as reasonable as we can, and we were just describing this relationship between resonance and coherence, and that this journey is really a co-creative journey. And though we've picked these various places or have been called to these sacred places, we're listening. This journey is so much about listening and dreaming, listening to our own dreaming and how that connects to the land and the ancestors.
If I could just add a few words whenever you want me to.
No, go ahead. It's all yours. We'd love to hear from you. Yeah.
So what I would just want to contribute is that I know, Shell, of your deep connection to the land there. And for Sacred Travel Initiative, that's something that's very important to us, is that we really don't offer a tour. We offer a journey and we offer a pilgrimage. And I know, Shell, with your deep connection to the land, that's what this is as well. So there are a lot of tours out there to different places. But to have someone on the journey that's so deeply connected to the land, or so deeply desires to connect to the land, I think is a special gift. That's what I wanted to say.
Thank you. And you know what's really perfect? Because right before you joined us, like literally milliseconds, I think, Julie, you were speaking to the pilgrimage. She kept using that word, and I hadn't used that word at all. And I thought, oh, look at that. It's showing up a pilgrimage to the center. And the really defining and refining who we are, our passion, our power, our purpose. And I love Nina has been speaking to humanity's potential realized. And I feel that this journey has so much within it, that deep intimacy of the realization of our collective consciousness. And something that I did just mention was that Nina was on a call with us this, God, it was just yesterday. It's hard to believe. But I started to get really clear on the resonance call that we will be doing something with others as we're getting to Uluru on the full moon. I believe we will be working with other points on the planet and certain ones that feel like they want to be connected, to really open the song lines of the heart and work with the planetary grids to anchor in. It's something about the children. It's something about the energy, opening the energy for the embracement of the children that are coming in. And I don't usually use these terms, but to open up a stargate in a way that, we'll be listening for what is ours to play. But I just feel like there's something, when lightning hits the water, it creates that electricity. And I feel that we're, in working with the water and in working with the land and working with the elementals, this relationship between fire and water and the relationship to stone, because we're going to be at this sacred heart, the stone, the mountain, that the mountain actually will speak, and the mountain will, its spirit will be guiding us. And I'm really feeling that there will be a collaborative, unitive happening with, when we arrive there after having traveled this journey from the Ku-ring-gai Chase Park, where, Nina, you miss us, but there is a birthing stone there. And I'll just share this little story because it was so incredible how it showed up in my life. I was, my whole life had basically fallen apart in about 20 minutes. And I found myself journeying to Australia where my daughter lived. And she took me up to this park where the carvings were, these 10,000-year-old carvings, and we will begin our journey there. And later on, I took a friend back up there, and there was this Aboriginal guide, and he had a group. And it was so fascinating what he was sharing that I asked him, can we join? And he basically said we couldn't join. And then he kept looking, and there was this connection. And he said, just wait here, just wait here. And he had the whole entire group leave and go to the next spot. And when they were totally gone, he came back over and we started to have this conversation. And he said, there's a place that I'm supposed to tell you about. And it's a place that I can't go. The men aren't allowed to go. But there is a place, there is a stone, and you'll know how to get there. And you're being called to go. And that was all he said. He didn't say anything more, and then he was gone. And it was crazy, but I knew exactly where to go. And I turned, and there was the path. And the way that I could tell this path was because the plants, everywhere else, the plants were tall, but in this entryway, everything was like baby. It was baby trees, young trees. And I even walked through, and there was this little bird's nest. And there I came to the birthing stone. And it's hard to speak beyond that. It was a place of really eternity. And the way the stone was carved, and there was even water in the stone. And one of the things about the ancestors, and I know Nina's really, really deepening into her relationship with her ancestors as well, and that these are the cherishing waters. It's so connected to the womb waters of the earth. And when we go and we are within this space, it's almost like there is no time, there's no dimensions. We are just connected to the one. And so I feel that's the beginning of this journey, the connect. And I'm not sure if men come with us. I'm not sure what will happen there, because it's not a place for men. But we encircle both the divine masculine and the feminine on this journey. And we need the men, the divine masculine, to stand tall for us, as Charlie was describing earlier, and holding space as we bring this voice of the divine feminine, as we listen to the voice of the land. As I was saying that it was in Australia that the land spoke so loudly, and I began, and Julie was using the word custodians. I've used the word guardians. That one of the biggest discoveries that I had in my explorations on that first journey was the realization of how we are called to our homes, how we are called to the land as custodians, as stewards, as guardians. And when we wake up to that, there's a shift that takes place, and we can actually fully embrace our fullest and greatest expression, our power as love. So I believe this is the essence of this journey. And thank you for pulling that out, Nina. don't know where that all came from, but oh.
That's beautiful. I do want to reflect also on the ancestral bridge.
Right.
As you were promoting this call tonight, over the last week, it was interesting that I had some messages from my ancestors, as you mentioned, but the message that was so clear. And I'll also mention too that in some small intimate groups, we've been calling in the ancestors.
Mm-hmm.
And so my grandmother, my grandfather, my mother, and my father appeared at the same time in this message. And it was related to a passion that my grandfather had. He was an activist, and he was looking to protect Poland when it was at risk with the rise in power in Germany. And he was a writer. He was a decorated writer. He had received the highest literary award in Poland. But the point that I'm making is what it was a call for me to recognize and be aware of the DNA that I carry.
Mm.
And we saw also a post yesterday, and I sent it to you, Shell, around Robin Williams, and his son is carrying on some of his humanitarian work. And there was a post about that ancestral bridge, if you will. Yes? Isn't that what it is? It really is an ancestral bridge, the DNA. And when you travel to these sacred lands, your DNA is shifted. There are shifts that occur in the DNA. So I find it fascinating, and it's not that I have a clear understanding, nor that I need to, but I see the breadcrumbs. I see the breadcrumbs. And there certainly was something here for both you and for me, Shell, with the ancestors in this last week or two. And that could be a call to many of us to really tap deeper into what we have as our own potential through our ancestors, through our lineage, through our ancestral homelands too. The other thing I mentioned to Shelley was I did a DNA test with Ancestry.com and discovered that I have connection to England, and that's where I do the sacred journeys too, the Chalice Well, and that's like my second home. It's my spiritual home. And I wouldn't be surprised if Shelley didn't have some DNA connection to this area of the world. So I especially now, because of this recent experience, really appreciate what you've named this journey.
Thank you. Beautiful. And yeah, I feel like the ancestors named it. I actually want to go back and look in my journals to see the day that it just showed up, just to see what was happening on that day. But thank you so much. And yeah, of course, we'd love to have you with us and bring your wisdom and connect the waters with the Chalice waters. So no matter, we'll be doing that, I have a feeling, really connecting the sacred waters. And so I just want to honor the time. And I want to just open, Julie or Charlie, do you have anything else you want to add or share? I'm getting a no.
Looking forward to the journey unfolding.
Right.
This is it. This is the opening gateway to this beautiful experience. And just ask people to listen really closely to your ancestors. They are speaking to us very much lately, and they're asking for a lot of release of a lot of pain and a lot of suffering, and that's been the message that's come through to me, and that's kind of what I work on. So listen deeply and be in a state of peace, light, and love. And I bless you all.
Thank you. And you just reminded me to let people know that we will be having another call, and we'd like to continue that through to the beginning of the journey. As well as my feeling about this journey is we'll be trying to, I don't want to say trying to, we'll be live streaming the journey so people who aren't with us can follow us and follow the deepening of the ancestral bridge within themselves. So we're going to try and set that up for the journey as well. So you can find out more about this journey by going to lovingwaters.life and then go to the gatherings, and you'll see there's the itinerary is there more specifically than we shared tonight, and the registration is there as well. Please sign in and feel free to also call myself in the US or Najma Ahern in Australia. And Julie's back now, so maybe Julie as well. So we thank everyone. I think that's it. And please come. There's Loving Waters Facebook page as well, just Loving Waters. And you can also go to Golden Light Dowsing if you'd like to learn more about the dowsing aspect of this journey. And that's goldenlightdowsing.com. So with that, I'm going to end with a beautiful, actually it's a dedication of a book, but I feel maybe this is a dedication of our journey. And this comes from The Song of the Stone, written by Barry Brailsford, who was a dowser, and way more than that. He wrote the Song of the Waitaha in New Zealand. So, but I just love this dedication. It's simple and a beautiful way to end. To the ancestors who walked with wisdom and courage to keep the dream of peace alive, to all who honor the circle, to our family, to our friends who walk the trail together, to the spirit of the stone and its carvers and keepers, to the song of the stone, and the hope and the truth that we may learn to hear the music of the land. To our journey and to the many trails that we'll share together. Blessings. Thank you, everyone. And we look forward to seeing who those few select people will be. So with that, aho, beautiful evening. Thank you, Nina and Linda, Charlie, Julie, Najma, everyone.
Blessings, beautiful call.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shelley. Beautiful.